Hello world, and welcome to Craft Beer and Crypto, your one-stop shop for education. All about craft beer, all about crypto. Come visit us at jkjdigitalassets.com. You can find us on social media. You can hit us up on Facebook. We've got our Instagram site at jkj_digital_assets. And if you go there and visit us, you'll see lots of cool shots, some interesting information about what's going on behind the scenes. Make sure you do hit us up at the website at jkjdigitalassets.com, where we have now launched the premium membership. There is a ton of content there. We've got white papers. We've got videos directed specifically to our members that'll help you to take this journey down this crypto path and walk you step by step through some of the real basics of it. And we're also going to get into some of the more technical things, and we're really going to let people know how do you navigate through this. Today, so fortunate again to be with my crew. Here we've got John Hull, we've got Javier Garcia. Fellas, how's everybody doing today?
Doing good.
Wonderful.
It's a nice day outside.
It is. Everybody survived Thanksgiving okay? Got our bellies full?
Oh, definitely bellies are full.
All right. Well, folks, this is podcast number 5. Today is November the 30th, 2021. Look at that. Even
nicely
what
done.
year it was and everything, so I did good this time. All right. Hey, y'all know how we like to start this thing off. All of our fans out there, the millions of people that watch us on this podcast at Craft Beer and Crypto. Well, soon to be 1 million people. Maybe not quite yet, but
we're working towards it.
Yeah, it's definitely on the way. We're
getting global.
Almost, yeah. Hey, you know we love to start off with talking about our craft beers. We love to start talking off with a little vino. We need to see what's going on. You know, we just got through Thanksgiving. Of course, you know what that means. We're rolling up on the Christmas season. So for me, when we're rolling up on Christmas season, it is time for stouts. It is when I am so happy to hold one of these beautiful dark beers in my hand, nice and bold. And today, I have got a fantastic one. This is from Commonwealth Brewing, our boys down there. It's a great stout that they did. You can see that they've got a special label on there for this. It's called Beavertail, and it is a wonderful imperial milk stout. Now, when I was down there at the brewery a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to some of the fellas down there. They said this is the one that I had to review. This has got great hints. It's really forward with some of the vanilla. You've got some maple that kind of hits in the background. It is a beautiful job that they did with this stout. As always, I've yet to have anything that Commonwealth Brewing didn't do a great job with. But this in particular, I feel like a broken record when I talk about Commonwealth, and I say this may be the best thing they've done yet. But this, that is Christmas. That is Christmas in a bottle right there.
And you got the white beard too.
Oh yeah, man. Don't worry. I'm working on my Santa Claus physique too, so we're gonna be there before you know it. John, what you got going on over there, man? That looks like a nice dark wintertime, something to enjoy.
Yeah. So I don't normally want to do the what I would call grocery store beers, but I am a huge Leinenkugel fan, and I think it's important we take an opportunity to put some good press towards Wisconsin. So here's something good coming out of Wisconsin. It's Leinenkugel. This one is a toasted Bock. So I had this last weekend at a barbecue. So just to take you to set the scene, you know, nighttime, it's cold outside, there's fire pits rolling, and I'm rocking my toasted Bock here. It was so good that I thought of the podcast. I'm like, I got to bring this back and feature this. So if you look real close, the bottle's all beat up because this spent time in my cooler, but I loved it so much that I brought it here. So we won't often do grocery store beers, but this one is happening. Well, it's really, like Kevin alluded to, it's real dark. It's got a good, bold flavor set. I love it. I will be buying more.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, Leinenkugel's been around for a while. We don't see them. We're located here in Virginia. You don't get a ton of variety from Leinenkugels, but like when, I know I'll spend time out in Minneapolis, and there will be 8-10 different types of Leinenkugels to find out there. So depending on geographically where you are, you may be able to come up with some really cool stuff, but those fellows do a great job. Javier, what have we got on the sommeliers list today?
The sommeliers list, yeah. Hey, look, today it's a French wine from the Beaujolais-Villages, and I'm sorry ahead of time if to our French brethren if I mispronounce some of this. Yo no soy más que un jibarito de Puerto Rico, okay? So, yes, I'm a hillbilly from Puerto Rico is what I just said for everybody else.
But you do
it's Chateau de Lacarelle. It's light, it's smooth, dry, but very much on the acidic side. What would I kind of match that up with if I had to do a cheese? What would I pair it up with?
Yeah.
Call my buddies over there at the Caboose here in Ashland, and Michael there just kind of spewed out a couple of things for me really fast.
Well, if anybody's going to say it, you should listen to that guy.
Yeah, Michael tells me it's got to be a brie or a feta, something smooth, spreadable, fatty, creamy, just because of the acidity and the lightness of the wine. So there you have it, a brie or a feta to match that up with, and you're off to the tasty races.
Yeah, you go. Always nice when you've got something acidic to kind of counterbalance it with that creaminess. So
and for those of you that are always worried about the, you're going to have to look at that because I'm half blind too. Tell me what the alcohol content there is. I didn't write it down.
Oh, that's a good one. 14%.
There you go. You can't miss.
You do not want to waste your time.
No. That's if you're in a hurry to get there.
And then also, I guess I need to say, because I'm pretty sure you're looking at the size, the sheer volume of this wine glass I have here from Puerto Rico. We don't do anything small, so there you go.
So believe it or not, that is not a single serving bottle. It's just an extremely large glass. So with that glass, that is a single serving bottle, but normally.
So salud.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah.
Here goes.
Bring it, fellas.
Nice. Good stuff. Oh, man.
Hey, well, we're going to have high-res pictures of all these on our Instagram page.
Yes. So definitely go check that out. That'll be good. Get pretty pictures of the bottles and go out and support these folks. Like I said, these are some ones that we picked out that we think are really good, stuff that we think you'll enjoy. So if you're in the market, go out and find yourself a nice Line and Cools or something by Commonwealth or even a Beaujolais-Villages. Something like that.
I think you said Beaujolais.
And if you're anywhere in the Richmond area, Ashland area, definitely come by and see the folks over at Caboose Wine and Cheese. They're got a nice lineup of wines.
Yes, they do. So, fellas, last week there was a lot of news in the crypto world. I see there's one of the bigger players has decided they are really going to put themselves out there and step up. There was a little news out there in LA. What y'all hear about that?
I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful thing. I'll let John kick it off. I'm going to look up for one of the quotes here that hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, so if you listen to podcasts a lot, you know that we are a big Crypto.com fan. So what was previously known as the Staples Center in Los Angeles is now known as the Crypto.com Center? Crypto.com Center? Arena. Crypto.com Arena. So they signed a 20-year deal with Crypto.com, and that's a huge indicator in our world for what it means to me is really longevity. Like Crypto.com as a company has got legs. If the Arena is going to sign a 20-year deal with them, they must believe in their product, and Crypto.com isn't going anywhere. So.
Yeah, I mean they've had a 20-year relationship with Staples, as most people know the Staples Center for where the Lakers and the Kings play. And now they've done the $700 million deal with Crypto.com. So obviously the dollar value has increased tremendously in what they see the value as. And it, as you said, it speaks to their ability, or in Los Angeles, their confidence that they're going to be there.
It's kind of nice. One of the quotes out from the CEO, Chris Marszalek, he had this deal signed. He says the Times, he said, told the Los Angeles Times that the next decade belongs to crypto and that this was a moment to reflect on. And followed on from that, he said, in the next few years, people will look back at this moment as the moment when crypto crossed the chasm into mainstream. We're going.
Yeah.
It's moving. Well, I mean, in addition to even the Arena sponsorship, I know I was watching and I put some pictures out on the Instagram page at JKJ_digital_assets. I think I even put out a Facebook post on our Facebook page for JKJ Digital Assets that showed Lewis Hamilton at the F1 race, the Grand Prix of Brazil last week, and as he was zipping along, they went under one of the big bridges, had the giant banner on it, and there's Crypto.com. I mean, they've got a $100 million deal that they've done with Formula One. So they've also kind of pulling back a little bit too. They've done an associates deal with the Lakers, with the Kings. There's some other stuff that they've got going on. So Crypto.com is getting out there, getting established in the mainstream. They want people to know what's going on, and that's part of what we're doing here is trying to make sure that you see some of these bigger players and the moves they're making and what they can do for us. So great stuff as far as I'm concerned.
The cool thing about Crypto.com is that it's probably one of the 2 or 3 most usable like platforms that there is out there, and it's the one that looks most like a banking device. There's some of them out there that are super complex and everything, and it's hard just to wrap your head around even what's happening on the splash page when you get to it. But Crypto.com is not one of those. That thing is super simple, feels legitimate right off the bat, and it interfaces with established banking really nicely. So all of those things, and then you see them investing in their advertising dollars. They're investing into American culture, really, is what they're doing. These are all like indicators to go up, and they have a native coin called CRO. When you see these kind of things, it's a signal to me to maybe take a hard look at that CRO coin and
What's one of the most well established out there right now, and they certainly are making a big move to being a big and the player. If you look into our paid website, to our premium website, we just posted a very detailed lesson plan, so you don't have to guess at what you're going to do once you get into that application. It's very detailed. You'll see pictures in there for us Marines. We like pictures. But very detailed on how you move within the app. How do you send funds to it? How do you pull funds out? And how do you buy crypto when you get there? So,
in that crypto education page, there's the white paper that he's talking about. All of them are in blog style or blog format, I guess. So you can go in there, get into the blog if you're on the paid side, and look at it, and then leave us questions. And then we can start to interact with you. If there's a feature in this case on Crypto.com that you don't understand or we didn't talk about, hit us up on there, like comment on it, and then other people will learn. So that's the only bad question is one that you don't ask. So use that feature. We're dying for our first comment on there.
Yeah, we've on Facebook. We've had a couple of people ask some general questions that we've replied back to just on Facebook, but. Absolutely. On that website as a premium member, that's one of the benefits that you have is your ability to post questions on there and to specific things that we've addressed on the pay site. So again, make sure you go to jkjdigitalassets.com, sign up for that premium membership. It's a wealth of information that's there. Guys, one other thing that I thought about too when we were talking about the sponsorship stuff, when I was watching the World Series, I noticed that there was FTX was on there, and I saw some commercials were on there, so I went and looked them up, and sure enough, that's an up and coming exchange that's out there right now too. And I think JD, didn't you say something about they'd signed an agreement in Miami or something?
Yeah, they find I think it was Miami Heat for their arena, and I think they're also involved with the American Airlines Center also. So all that's being renamed FTX. Again,
just another way it's permeating our culture.
That's it. Absolutely. And I know John made a thing about coming into the United States and pushing their advertising here, but it's global. This is absolutely global. That's why if you look at any exchange, this is 24 hours around the clock. It doesn't turn off like a bank. It doesn't turn off like the stock exchange here at home. This is if you're a stock jock and you love looking at stocks, I tell you what, you can stare at this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the night, take a peek, and it's still running.
I know my thinking has been warped by this some, and that I was talking to somebody few weeks ago, and there was a stock that I wanted to jump in on, and it was a Saturday afternoon, and so I immediately grabbed my phone, opened up my brokerage app, and it, like, for real, it took me like 10 seconds. I was like, what am I doing? I can't do this on a Saturday afternoon.
No trading on Saturday.
Like, well, what do you mean I can't buy this stock? I want to buy it now. So if you're in the crypto world and something strikes your fancy at 2 a.m., go pull the trigger on it. So it's
that's the glorious thing. It might be 2 a.m. here, but it might be 9 a.m. in Japan.
That's it.
Or somewhere. That math is probably not good, but
and
you get my point.
If you haven't thought about it, the reason that is because all these stock exchanges, everything are tied to banks, to the banking industry here in this country, right? So when the banks shut down, guess what? Stock market, you got to shut down with it. So
that's it.
Not crypto. Crypto doesn't do that, and it's peer to peer. It's 24 hours. So
okay. All right. Well, guys, have y'all got anything else you wanted to cover today, or?
No, we're putting new content up on the paid site often.
It's exciting. Yeah, we are at a point now where we're actually starting to really place a lot of content on the website. So come visit us. There's plenty there. And it will grow daily. It's just the three of us at this point, but we are putting as much content on there, as many lesson plans as we can. We'll be talking about wallets, exchanges, all sorts of stuff. So come visit us.
Yeah. Hey, and again, as always, we appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos and to hang out with us on the podcast at Craft Beer and Crypto. Remember, jkjdigitalassets.com. Come visit us there. Sign up for that premium membership. Find out what you need to do to take these steps. What's going to help to walk you down the path of becoming a crypto millionaire? What's going to get you to the point that you want to be? Do you need to make enough money to buy that new car? Do you want to get in this market? Figure out a way to get enough money to buy that new house in the next 5 years? We don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Maybe you'll only have enough money to go buy a fantastic Commonwealth Brewing beer. Go get you a Beavertail. It's good stuff. But hey, again, seriously, folks, thank you so much for being with us. We just love being able to take and spend the time and have this opportunity to work with you. Always love sharing what we know and getting it out there. So again, visit us at jkjdigitalassets.com. Come see us. And again, folks, thanks, and y'all have a great day.
Peace out.